We're live.
We're live. Okay. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
We are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow. And today I am wearing a sweater. I have absolutely no idea what pattern it is. I just know I did it out of potions back when we had our potions yarn. So this is my my potion sweater. I could tell you what the pattern was if I remembered what it was, but basically I took the basic shape and then changed everything to be what I wanted when I was doing it. One of the things I did was made balloon sleeves so that I was going along and doing things, and then I thought, you know what, I'm bored with this, and I just decreased really rapidly, and I got balloon sleeves. I didn't plan on it, it just happened. But I love the length of the sleeves because it comes just to my wrist. I like sometimes having sleeves that are a little bit longer, but this is perfect, comes to my wrist perfectly. So it was all a very, very happy accident because honestly, I don't think I did a gauge. Well, I know I didn't do a gauge.
Have you ever done a gauge?
But I didn't do any kind of planning or measuring or anything like that. It was just knit. So, but it's a very, very bright, colorful sweater, and it's a lot of fun, and it's perfect for the hollow.
Yes, yes. Mine is the coastal pullover. Forget who the designer is. The yarn is Knit Picks Tweed. It's very scratchy yarn.
She only wears it for the podcast when she has to.
I wore it to Rhinebeck once with 3/4 of a sleeve. This is the sweater I wore to Rhinebeck with my needle still in the sleeve.
Ah, what is it? The coastal pullover?
Yeah.
Hannah Flag?
And no, maybe.
Fedig?
Fedig, yeah.
Hannah Fedig. I read it quickly as it disappeared. Okay. Oh, so thank you very much, Yolanda. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm seeing people check in from Tennessee and Delaware and things like that. So hello, everybody. I will tell you what we had planned when we went to bed last night. We had a whole list of things planned to do. We were going to work on getting our journals ready to go for March because it's time to switch over to March, and we have to put in the pages and that kind of thing. We were going to be working on backings of quilts, which means we're going to have to clear the table because I'm looking at the table and already our basting center is completely covered.
Well,
nature abhors a vacuum.
With two quilts, so I mean, there's that.
And there were a whole bunch of other things that we were going to do. And then I got just over 4 hours of sleep last night. So my mind was all foggy. And I dozed for a little bit this morning. And then I dropped a bottle of olive oil, a glass bottle of olive oil, in a space between our stove and the wall that's basically about that big, literally that big, shattered.
I came downstairs and she said, I have two options. We either move or burn down the house. Okay.
I know it was leave it or burn down the house.
Okay.
Both were viable options that I actually thought of. It's like, can I do this and get away with it? I decided that burning down the castle probably was not the right way to go. I did consider leaving
really
it,
good.
but we cleaned it up. I got it all cleaned up. It's okay. The big thing was the glass. I was worried about the glass.
And it wasn't nearly as bad.
No.
But I said to her, it could have been worse. And she's like, how? How could it have been worse? I'm like, it could have been the honey.
The honey, that would have been worse. But I mean, you know those, the glass, the thin rectangular glass bottles that you get to drizzle your olive oil and stuff like that? It was one of those and it fell off the side of the stove and just crashed right down.
Tile floors.
Yeah.
That will be the death.
It's been, what, 45 years since we dropped a bottle of olive oil? I guess we were due, you know.
You remember 45 years ago you dropped a bottle of olive oil?
I remember you dropped a bottle. No, you did the gin.
No, I was gin.
We dropped olive oil downstairs in the basement at one point, and it was just one of those.
Not olive oil, gin.
No, we did olive oil too. Oh,
okay.
yeah, no, we've done olive oil too. It's a pain in the neck to clean up, let me tell you. However, it's okay. And that area between the stove and the wall is now much cleaner than it has been in a very long time.
I mean, silver linings.
Silver lining.
I said to her, you should just throw in, like throw an onion and a clove of garlic back there, and
And
it'll
let
just
it
start to
just-
smell really good. Since the oven goes constantly, it'll
Right? Let's just-
slowly simmer.
Right. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's been a fun start to the day, let me tell you.
Yeah, and then we were talking about, we got caught up in a conversation, and Mary was like, it's 11:57. I'm like, oh. So
Oh my goodness.
throwing sweaters on and
Yeah, running around, getting everybody in place, dog outside, mother set up, So, all white kid.
Kim says, yeah, she once dropped a jar of marinara in an all-white kitchen. No one ever knew, but holy heck, I had to clean a ton. Oh,
That is rough.
Yeah.
That is really rough. Marinara, and what is it? It just like magically spreads.
oh, and splattered, and you find
Yeah.
that splattered all the time. Jess says she dropped the Thanksgiving turkey pan, caught the turkey.
Oh, well, at
all the
least your
greasy
priority
juice
was
inside the oven, down the front, and all over the floor. Ugh.
priorities in the right spot.
Oh, Yolanda watched a travel video about Montclair.
It
What a
is. It's a
beautiful place to
beautiful
live.
town. It
It
really
is.
is. I do see that sister number 3 is voting to burn the house down.
Yes.
She's with me. Solidarity, sister.
We were actually walking Hugo last night just as at sundown, so it was just getting dark, and we literally live on the side of a mountain that overlooks the city, and the skyline was fabulous.
It was. It really was. The name of the street is South Mountain because we actually are on the mountain. So you look out when you get to the cross
Yeah.
streets. You just see as far as the eye can see.
On a clear night, it's just spectacular. And there's one place on the street above us where if you get a clear day, you're driving along and you have houses, 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 and then there's the open field
Yeah,
where you're driving along and all of a sudden you look to the right and it's just, there is New York City.
It
And
is.
It's just like you drive off the road practically.
it's beautiful. We're very, very lucky where we live because one of the things I love is you can live here and yet have all the access to New York City that you want. Half an hour away, and you can get everything that New York City has to offer, which is really
Yes.
lots of fun.
Yeah.
All right. So, shall we talk about February wrap up?
Sure.
Okay. What should we start with?
I have books on top. If you want.
Okay. All right. We're going to start with books. This is our February wrap up here.
I feel really good about what I read in a month because I had a good month for me, and then Mary Beth says what she read for the month. I'm like, oh,
Okay,
fine.
I am going to start. I'm going to preface this with there's some things behind it. Okay, so I read 12 books this month. One of them I DNF'd at 20%, 25%. I just gave up reading on that. One of them was a cookbook, which I read the blurby parts and then skimmed the recipes. It's the Tucci Table. I gave it to Helen for Book Fest last year. And what I did do was notice that it is full of absolutely lovely, lovely recipes that we're going to be trying because they look delicious.
And it
Absolutely
has-
delicious.
His and hers.
Right, so
there's- you have the Italian and then the English because there's Yorkshire pudding in there. which
Right.
We have to try.
So Stanley Tucci is married to Felicity Blunt, and they have both. It's American, English, and Italian cuisines. And then I had two. Well, I had Heirloom Rooms, which is the Erin Napier book that I was reading that I was kind of doing in the mornings. So that I had started in December and slowly worked my way through until I got to the end of it. So that was one that stretched over like a month and a half. And then I had two that I had started in January and just carried over to the little bit of February. So it wasn't, I don't read 12 books in a month on a normal basis. I usually read about 6 or 7. Anyway, I did have 12 finishes in February.
I had 6.
Well, that's good. That's very good.
And I had 1,800 pages read, which is a lot for me.
Oh, okay. I didn't add up my pages or anything like that yet, so I don't know how that is. I finished.
I just pulled it right out of Storygraph.
Oh, okay. I have, I finished. I have this nifty little thing in my journal where I
Nifty little thing.
keep track of how many I read in each version, like hardcover, paperback, Kindle, Nook, Audible, that kind of thing. And I'm doing it by color coded by month, so that I finished 3 Audibles, 4 on ebooks, and 5 hard copies.
Yeah, I was 3 physical, 1 Kindle, and 2 Audible. And usually when I have such a good month, it's more Audible.
Right.
So I did do a lot of physical reading. So
Yeah. I do not have. I haven't picked my favorite book of the month yet. However, I did start reading the Chronicles of St. Mary's by Jodi Taylor. And I'm listening to them, and I finished Just One Damn Thing After Another. Gave that 4.75 stars. Started and finished the second one, which is Something of Echoes. A Symphony of Echoes. Gave that one 4.75 stars, and I have now downloaded the third, and I'm listening to that one now because I love the series so much. It's about a group of people who travel back and forth in time.
and fix history.
Well, no, they don't. They can't.
Well, no, there's
They
fixing mistakes in history.
No, but they can't change history at all. They can't change it so that they can go back and observe. They're historians. They can go
Okay.
back and observe, but they're not supposed to do anything. And if they do, history has a tendency to stop
Oh, that's
them.
that's what it is, yeah.
So that if they try and say they're at the fall of Pompeii and somebody trips and they try and help them, they wind up breaking an arm, or, if it's really bad, they die. But it's just, history likes to keep things the way it was, and it doesn't like people messing around with it. But it's just, I love these characters so much. Jodi Taylor has such a great way with people and stories and stuff like that. So I think the 14th just came out. We're going to have the whole series on Audible by the time I'm done, because I'm just having a ball with it.
Yeah, I'll go through them.
You're stuck in another series.
I'm stuck in Throne of Glass at the moment. So I did the first 2 in the Throne of Glass series this month. And the second was my favorite of the month. I have yet this year, to have the, oh my God, book. That was so good.
The only 5-star books I have are
My 5 stars are nonfiction.
Heirloom Rooms and Tucci Table. Both of those I gave 5-star room, and then I finished 10,000 Doors of January this year, so that I gave that a 5. But
yeah, I'm hovering in about 3.75 on my averages for the year so far. So it's
Okay.
just, I haven't had the really, really good book yet.
right, I've had a couple of 2-star ones that were just.
I mean, I've been good on that end. So
I've had a couple of 2s. I have a lot of 4s. I have a lot of, because I also have a nifty little chart that I keep track of my ratings. It doesn't have the names on them, but the colors refer to ratings. And purple is 4 stars, and I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far this year. 9 out of 19 are 4 stars. So that's pretty good.
These are my genres, so I don't do it that way. So
Okay. I have both of them. I have my genres, one for genres and one for star ratings. But yeah,
an okay month.
it's a good month.
I mean, a good like quantity wise. I
Okay.
read a lot, which I'm happy about. But
I say that, I've had a bunch of 2 stars. I've had 1 2-star. I don't know what I'm talking about. I had 1 2-star and 1 DNF. Other than that, it's 3 4s and 5s. So it's good. It's very good. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Yolanda's husband baked her dish towel in with the pizza.
Oh,
Um, let's see. Jess is she's taking her 2x2 rib and switching the last round to 1x1 so she can do a tubular bind off.
okay. All right.
Oh, and Martha wants to know, do we take time between books? I always need a few days to think about the book.
No,
Yeah, no, I'm just,
I switch
if I
over
have-
immediately.
if I have like a really, really good book, I'll go for either a reread or a comfort read or just a lighter read. So I can sit with the really, really good book
Right.
because I know nothing's going to compare to it.
Right.
And that it might be detrimental to go, start a brand new thing coming off a good book. But yeah.
And we have a bunch now that are essays or poetry or nonfiction,
Right.
where you can go into something like that and have, read little blurbs of that in between.
Even short stories,
that
yeah.
you have something that you're going through, but it's,
I always have to be reading
I
something.
need to be reading something. I can't fall asleep if I'm not reading something.
Martha just finished The Paris Apartment and liked it very much. Is that the Lucy Foley one?
Yeah, because there are two.
Maura and Denise from Belfast have joined us. Let's see.
I saw that on Crafting with the Toads. Somebody said, can you please put up, this is our group on Facebook, can you put up where you're from? And both Moira and Denise came in, they're both from Belfast.
They're sisters, yeah.
Oh, well, that makes perfect sense. I didn't realize you guys were sisters. Okay.
And Joyce says, thank you for the beautiful yarn.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for
You're very
purchasing
welcome.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have quite the weekend planned. Thank you so much to everybody who came in and bought the Midwinter's Night yarn. We have so much that we
Yeah.
have to actually spread it over 2 days because there's that much that we need to dye. So thank you guys so much for supporting this. And
the Montclair Animal Shelter thanks you as well. Because they got their first deliveries yesterday, and we have to make the final donation this afternoon because we closed it out this morning so we could get the final tallies. And yeah, so very good. Blew past our goal.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. I saw that Jess came in and said that she got our the ribbons that she bought. Well, thank you very much for buying them. They're beautiful.
The Renaissance
They really
ribbons
are.
just,
And they were just sitting here.
Yeah.
It's that is the perfect idea. She's going to use them when she steeks cardigans for the inside of the button bands.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. Gives you a little bit of support for your buttons. But yeah, no, they're so pretty. And then when your cardigan flaps open, you've got like owls going down the side
Right.
of it. But yeah.
Laura just finished the Bohemians. Pretty good, but not her favorite. Historical fiction about Dorothy Lang and the Depression era, Dorothy Lang, the Depression era photographer. Okay,
Okay, that sounds
I haven't
cool.
heard of that one.
Okay. All right. Do you want to talk about projects?
I was gonna say my crafting recap is where I get to blow Mary Beth out of the water.
Yeah, I finished nothing. I finished a sweater.
You finished a
I finished a
sweater.
sweater. And I put bands in my blankets. So I've done my crochet for the month for the blankets. So I'm caught up with those, but I have done nothing as far as
I completed 6 projects in the month of February.
finished, completely done.
Yep. So I did, I have 4 quilts, which is, just makes my heart sing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. An entire sweater and a hat. So,
That is very cool.
yeah.
If you go over to, all the quilts are over on Instagram, right?
Except
the
for
last
the
one?
one I finished yesterday. So,
And we're going to put that up today so that you can see all the different quilts that she's finished. We did the putting together the tops first, and then we basted them, and she's been hand stitching the binding.
excuse me.
My great thing for other than finishing the sweater, which I will say I am kind of proud of.
Yeah.
I have been working with our new colors, which I can't show you yet, but I have been putting in cross-stitching time. And yesterday I added a koala. This is Cloud Factory, and the name of it is There's No Planet B. And I finished my koala. It's really coming across. So, I'm very excited about it. I'm going
It
to
looks
continue
fantastic.
working on it because as I add different animals, I just get more and more excited about it.
It's the great thing about a project like that where you can actually, in a short period of time, get something
Really,
that worthy seen
Yes.
done, that you see progress.
I know it's not that oh look, I put on another round on my sweater type of thing. No, I actually finished a koala. So, and the wording is going to be like starting up here. So I'm soon I'm going to be able to start working on the lettering, which is one of my
So what
favorite
did you do?
things to
Start
do.
in the middle?
I did. I
Okay.
started exactly, I folded it in quarters and marked it off and found the middle point so that I would make sure that it was completely centered
Okay.
and then went to town
So
with
now
it.
is the tree done on the side? Or is there
I,
more?
yeah, I think so.
Okay. So
But
you're
I
okay.
am pushing that side. I have maybe an inch.
Is our favorite framer on?
I am,
She's shaking.
yeah. It, this is just, I'm really pushing the boundaries here as far as my sides are concerned. We shall see how it works out, but I love it. I think it's so cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull my cross stitch out this afternoon.
Is that what you're going to work on?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my Haid.
Okay.
I've finished binding the quilt, and I haven't got another one to do. So,
Okay.
oh, it just says that the ribbons are great for, and as I'm like pulling my neck down, the inside of a neck edge when you have a sweater that's just a little too rustic,
Okay.
and that's a great idea.
That is a
you
great
have Just
idea.
a little bit of ribbon showing.
Yeah.
She used a ribbon to line the back neck of a wool flannel shirt.
Oh,
That's a great
okay.
idea too. Okay. Michelle says she doesn't know how we get so much done in a day. First and foremost, we do not have children,
No, we don't.
and we forego
Things like cleaning.
cleaning and crap like that.
Who needs that?
Responsible adulthood is not my forte.
Also, I look at this and I'll say to Helen, content. I need time to work on this during the workday because it's content. So,
Plus, we have a lot of outside factors going on right now,
yeah.
and you need to take time to let the brain settle.
Oh, yeah.
And so we've been taking that time. And as far as the reading is concerned, especially with the Audible, they go concurrent.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So, I mean, yesterday I spent the afternoon listening to my book and binding my quilt.
Right. It's a great way to spend an afternoon. You've got a good book in your ears and a project that you're working on.
We have someone from Hamburg, Germany, is catching us for live for the first time. Just
Welcome.
welcome. And then Jess went from 13 UFOs to 10 in February, but she started and finished more than 6 hats and 3 pairs of socks.
Oh, that's very
So
cool.
I'm glad she's gotten that away now. She also ripped out 2 projects and finished a sweater. Okay. Jess can stop talking now.
Well, she went from 13 whips down to 10, so she finished a sweater and took out 2. So that's good.
Elizabeth finished. She said she finished crocheting a shawl with autumn garden, and I think it's the autumn picnic is the one that it was, and she wants to post it, but she tried posting on Facebook and was unable to. If you would like to send us a picture, our email is toadhollowNJ@gmail.com, and we can make sure we post it.
Right.
Oh, Meredith is joining late. She wants to know what your yarn your sweater is.
Potions. This was our potions colorway.
Jess says, people talk about work-personal balance. She wants to be able to balance craft purchases with saving for a housekeeper. That would be perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
I would love to do that. I would really love to have somebody just come in and magically. I keep talking to the elves and they do not listen. And Lord knows the mice don't want it clean.
And the stupid animals refuse
I know, they refuse.
to contribute to the household.
Well, they do. They just contribute all the dust bunnies. You know, it's the amount of Hugo that I have vacuumed up.
Oh yeah, when you do things like drop bottles of olive oil, you take it as an opportunity to like, oh well, I'll vacuum up the Hugo dust. Right. The vacuum cleaner out. Oh, Jess, she took my comment in the manner it was intended, and she said, in all fairness, the 2 pairs of socks were cranked on her machine.
Okay.
Oh, Laura says, have you ever tried to stitch the really big tapestry type cross stitch patterns? I was overly ambitious and tried one, but noticed it gives me anxiety, so I agree. My Haid is one of those. It's a full coverage, and that's the one that I'm talking about pulling out today. It does give me a little bit of anxiety.
However, since you
really want it done, and
since you started using the software, it has gotten a little bit easier, right?
Yeah, I've gone through fits and starts on it, and I have finally gotten, like, everything has come together.
Well, how many times did you start it?
I think I'm on, like, my 4th.
Because she had to get the fabric right first.
Right, it was getting the fabric right, and then it was getting the stitches right, or the thread count right, and then the stitches right, because I was doing full crosses on a 25 count, and then I started doing 10 stitches on a 20. I switched to 10 stitches, but then it started to list a little. So then I read up on it, and I'm supposed to. When you're doing 10 stitches, you do them one way on one row, and then the opposite way on the bottom row.
Oh, okay.
To even out the stitches.
That's a really good idea, though. That's
so I did that. Thinking. Then I put it aside for a year, and then I got gridded fabric. 16 count so that I can see the right software, and I'm stitching in hand, not in a hoop or worrying about having a stand or anything like that, and it all works for me now. So it's just a matter of pulling it out because it is there's a lot of concentration to it.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, so, it's you have to be awake and focused and that kind of thing.
And I think what I need to do is spend several days, give it a really good couple of days, couple of weeks probably, where that's what I'm focusing on, so I can really get into a rhythm of it, so it's not so daunting every time I think about it.
Okay, all right.
So that it's just like, do I want to pull out the Haid? And then I'm like, no, I just don't feel like it.
Right. Okay. All right. No, that's I know you do. You have to get into the habit of doing it again, and then all of a sudden, you're not even thinking about it. It's just that's what you're doing. And
it's not a chore and that kind of thing. So, and then somebody sent us. I forget what it's called, but it was like a sampler type thing. But it's dogs, and it's so that it looks like an old-fashioned tapestry.
Oh, like long dog sampler.
Yeah, like a long dog sampler, except it's like look a squirrel or something like that, and it's got a whole bunch of different dogs on it.
Okay.
So that would be one that I would think of doing in that vein.
Right. I am not interested in those at all, and the Haids are that's way too much for me. I can't.
I just want the finished product so
This is
much.
my speed. I really am having a wonderful time doing this. This is my speed, definitely. So a little bit of space in between all the animals and things like that, and something whimsical and cute and fun.
I want to be able to have it and say, I did that.
Yes.
It's like when I do color work or something like that. It's like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, that's me.
Kim wants to know if we get starlings. They eat all her bird food. We get them in batches, like murmurings. They come through, they eat everything on the ground, and then but they're in and out very quickly. The blue jays eat all our food.
The blue jays, we have several cardinal couples, because Cardinals mate for life. So the cardinal, we have like 5 or 6 pairings of cardinals. We have the cheeky little sparrows that Mary Poppins talks about, cheeky sparrows. We have those.
We have a weird breed that's furry, gray with curly tail.
Yeah.
That not only eats all our food, then it comes inside my house.
Squirrels take over everything. And then we have
Oh,
mourning doves. We've got mourning doves.
the other night, Hugo and I were going for our walk, and all of a sudden, something came. It was the seeds, because we had some seeds on the driveway, and a fox went running down the driveway. So that was that. And then the next night, there was something in and around the same area. So I sent Mary Beth the text message as we were leaving, and I'm like, the fox is there. I'm pretty sure it's living under the front porch, because it went under the front porch as soon as we came out. And so, this is how Mary Beth and I handle vermin. Mary Beth brought out some dog food for it.
That's what you do.
So then when Hugo and I came back, I had the flashlight to see if there was anything in the driveway. And there was something where Mary Beth had put the food. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And that's not a fox.
That is not a fox.
This is a very, very fat raccoon.
We don't know if we have a mother raccoon about to give birth to babies underneath
Right.
the front porch. We're not sure. Anyway, and actually, I'm
She's
not
not
even
a mother
sure.
now. She became one that night.
I'm not even sure if they're living under the front porch, because I put the food out, and the next night I put other food out with a leftover piece of pizza and some grapes, and it wasn't touched. And I know that if I put out pizza and grapes, the raccoons are going to have it. It was gone the following night, so I think whoever it was came back, but I'm not sure they're actually living under there.
Yeah.
I think they
I think it
just
was
took
just
refuge.
a place to go for Hugo.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm okay with them not being under the front porch. If they want to stay out from there, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with them visiting and then leaving.
Yeah.
Debbie is starting the process of getting her house ready to sell. Oh, I'm sorry. That's such a chore.
That is.
And started going through her yarn stash and UFO bags. Is it possible someone broke into her house and left some of them?
For you to finish for them.
Those are some industrious robbers.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your silver, but I'm going to leave you my socks. If you could finish those for me, I'll be back.
I'd really appreciate it.
Jess says, doing the tubular bind off once 2x2 is switched to 1x1 is BS. She does not ever need to do this again. It's beautiful, but it's flaring and the cross stitches are so tight. Yuck.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. That is frustrating.
I've never done the tubular bind off, so I'm not sure.
Neither have I. I did the Italian bind off, which I really liked. And you have to be in 1x1 rib for that.
Yeah.
All
right.
No,
Well,
I have not done the tubular cast on or bind off.
me neither.
So
Okay. Do you want to? Oh wait, I saw somebody said that they have possums in the backyard.
yes, Laura says she has possums in the backyard, which she welcomes because they eat mice and the ticks. We do too.
We do too.
We
If
are
anybody,
100% behind possums. They don't get rabies.
Opie can come and move in anytime he wants.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to open your box that you got?
Oh, sure.
So, Helen went to Walmart the other day, and we were showing these. Was this Tuesday's podcast? Yes,
Yeah.
because you went on Monday. So Helen went to Walmart on Monday, and came back with seeds. Lots and lots and lots of seeds. Lots of zinnias. Look at these seeds here. Oh my God, look at those. Anyway, zinnias, sunflower seeds, wildflowers. We're just going to scatter the wildflowers all over the place. Basically, all these, I think, are going to be just scattered. And then she got a box in the mail this morning.
Very well packaged.
With more seeds.
I was expecting it to be bigger.
With the amount of money you spend?
Well, no, because I bought a lot of clover seed, I thought.
All right, so
Oh, well,
it's from Park Seed. Let's grow something good. Direct sowing your seeds. Transplanting from indoors, watering. Okay, so it tells you how to prepare the seed bed, watch the weather, and start and sow as instructed.
these are all my zinnias.
No pictures though.
No, it was disappointing, but
Okay. Queenie Lime Orange. Lilac.
this is our clover seeds. 'Cause
Lemon Peach. Oh, I remember the lemon peach. That was pretty.
we are wherever we have grass, and I use the term very, very loosely because we do not have like Kentucky bluegrass or anything like that. We're gonna go over to
Clover.
clover, and we're just gonna spread clover all over the place. It's great for pollinators. It's great for maintenance. It's great for the soil. Much better for the soil than regular grass. So it
Okay.
says superior germination guaranteed.
Hidden Dragon Zinnias.
Well, those are all like little fireworks.
Okay. There are so many different brands here. Queenie Pure Orange. Queenie Peach. I mean, this is going to be absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to decide where we're doing it, mark it off, and then just dump the whole thing in there, I guess, right? 25
Well,
seeds.
I think we have to figure it out. Yeah.
You will do that and let me know
We're
what
going
I
to be
need
a
to
little
do.
more particular than just throwing them.
Right.
So
But yeah. Okay.
all I need now is spring.
Yes.
So we're getting there because the daffodils are all poking up. My tulips are starting to poke up.
Hyacinths.
I haven't seen any. My hyacinths aren't coming up. And my
I thought the
snowdrops.
hyacinths were over there.
No,
Those
those
were
are the
hyacinths.
tulips.
Oh, those are tulips. Okay.
Crocuses are blooming. The snowdrops, the existing snowdrops have bloomed, but I had orange and yellow snowdrops that haven't come up yet.
All right. Well, we'll see.
So
We had one day of really warm weather, and now we're in a couple of days of colder weather. But starting, I think, Sunday, it's supposed to be absolutely beautiful. And then we're going to have like a week where it's high 50s, low 60s, so that it's really coming. I am planning to do my journals all in gardens, flowers, butterflies, that kind of thing. It's Goose has changed his costume. He is now a sun, so that for March he is ready to go. For those of you that don't know, I have one of those plastic geese. Helen gave them to me for Christmas 2 years ago, and he has all outfits. And sister number 3 gave Helen a couple of more outfits for her birthday, so that his closet is growing.
yes, he has a better wardrobe than I do.
He has 2 different sons, and they're different. They're not the same.
Yeah.
It's 2 different sons. So he is the sun today to encourage warm weather.
Okay.
And we're hoping that it will do the job, because I'm looking forward to the 60-degree weather.
Yeah, there's one day next week where it's supposed to be like 65.
Oh my God, I love spring so much. So much. So excited about this. All right.
All right. Elizabeth is in Ohio and she gets starlings. She says they're scavengers and they come in droves and eat all the bird food. Definitely not a favorite bird of hers. And then Yolanda wants to know, is our backyard a forested area? We seem to have a lot of critters.
Yes.
It is overgrown.
Yes. We have.
It is in a suburb. We are not in a forested area. We have neighbors all around us. It's just...
It's a nice sized yard, and it has not had anything done to it for probably 25,
Right.
30 years. So it has 25, 30 years worth of growth and
down branches
brambles
and
and
that kind of thing.
yeah, all sorts of stuff. So we are taking it in small bites
Yeah.
and trying to get it back to a spot, where we can have some wildlife, but it's not completely Sleeping Beauty's castle type of thing.
We, in jest, we love the idea of the animals and everything like that, but I also don't want them living under the house, or
Right.
I don't want them getting comfortable enough that if I let Hugo out, there's an encounter. So that we let Hugo out, and because he's got just the front yard fenced in that he gets to be in all the time, but we can close off the whole yard, and we let him go every once in a while and just put him scent out there.
Yeah, and let him spread his scent. But my mom used to garden in the backyard, and
She had the most beautiful roses.
she did, and people would actually stop as they walked up the lane that goes along the side of the house and ask her about them and talk to her about them because they were that gorgeous.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're trying to clear it one little bit at a time and get it to that point. And I think one of the big things that we're going to do is try and clear out like all the ivy and vines and things like that, and throw down clover so that we start with a bed of clover,
Right.
and then we can block off beds for flowers too.
Yeah.
And we do have a long side yard that's a nice wide long side yard that we want to clear out as much as we possibly can, and then just throw the wildflowers over there and let them go wild, and let it be a wildflower
Yeah.
meadow type of thing that we're not going to worry about cutting until the end of the season. The grasses can grow, the flowers can grow, that kind of thing, and let that be
And let them blow their seeds and
right. But bees, butterflies, that can all go over there and just have a ball. But we have to clear out all the undergrowth and fallen tree branches and stuff like that first. So we do have very, very tall trees, and trees in that have been here for longer than the house. So that there are certain things that we cannot do. Like, I'm not taking on those trees because they'll just take
Yeah,
out the
no.
neighborhood.
I can just see our neighbors just coming and stopping us. No, no. I'll pay for it.
Right.
I'll get you the tree guy.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we just baby steps. Joyce says we got so much done last year.
Yeah.
Baby steps. We are doing it a little bit at a time.
And actually, we were walking around during the winter, looking at the yard and everything, and I was saying to Meredith, I'm like, okay, I'm okay with this year. We're just going to put out the clover, and we'll get it cleared, and I'll be fine.
And then she sees the ads for zinnia seeds and just loses her mind.
I should not be allowed on the internet. Let's just say. Because you see the Instagram posts of the people with their beautiful zinnia flower beds and
Right.
their cut gardens, and
We will
want
work
that.
our way through it towards it.
Karen said when she lived in Montclair, down the street from us, she always had a skunk family that walked through her yard every night. That is one of the reasons why I want Hugo's scent. That I just want him like detracting that kind of thing, because Spike and Drew got into skunks a couple times.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
do not need Hugo
Oh my God.
getting skunk in this house.
No.
Maureen wants to know which Walmart we go to. She lives in our area, and there are two around here that she will not go into. Manahawkin.
Yeah, we go down to Manahawkin. We love the one in Manahawkin. And if we're going down to check the house or whatever, we just stop on the way back.
I mean, we've been to the one in Garfield. It's a nice Walmart. It's just a pain in the neck for us to get to.
Right. And we've been to the one in, no, that's Home Depot. I'm thinking Home Depot. I think Garfield's the only one that we've
Yeah,
done.
I think that's the only one we found up here.
Yeah, it's, if we do anything up here, it's usually an Instacart. If we need
Walmart,
something
yeah.
from Walmart, we do it as an Instacart. But when we go into it, like when Helen goes and finds the seats and everything, that's Manahawkin.
Yeah.
And that one's,
I mean, that one isn't even a super Walmart. It doesn't have the food, the supermarket part of it.
yeah, it's just,
But I know it. I can run through it quickly. I'm doing it in the off season, so.
right.
But yeah,
However, like many Walmarts, a special breed that goes and shops there.
yeah.
But yeah. Okay. All right. I think that is just, did you have anything else that you wanted to do or talk about?
No, we were talking about planning projects for the month, but we can
Oh.
save that for another time.
Yeah, we'll do that another time. We can say that we've started doing movies again. Helen has a list of movies, and we do have Siri pick the number. And we watched You've Got Mail the other night. That was a lot of fun. We finally saw The Family Stone. We have never seen The Family
Yeah.
Stone, and really enjoyed that
That
quite
was
a bit.
very, very good.
So that was a good one. So we're kind of doing so far this year. Let's see what we've watched so far.
I was doing, this morning I was watching trailers for movies.
All right, so
That's
far
fast.
this year we've done No Reservations. That had Catherine Zeta-Jones and Aaron, what's his name? Aaron something.
Oh, I have to put that on the list.
But No Reservations was very good. We did you hear about the Morgans? That was fun. Music and Lyrics, that was good. Sing Street, I enjoyed quite a bit. In and Out with Kevin Kline and
Matt Dillon?
no, Matt Dillon, but Magnum, Tom Selleck. Oh my God, can't believe
Magnum.
it. Yeah, Magnum. We did The American President, which will always be like top of the line.
I rate them as I put them down.
Yeah.
And The American President has 5+.
Yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean, which holds up very, very well. Best Exotic Marigold Hotel was really good. The second Best Exotic Marigold Hotel should not have been done, as far as I'm concerned. I didn't think that was that great. Chances Are was really good. Cool Runnings.
Oh my God.
Cool Runnings. That we did 3 days after we lost Drew, and by the time we were done, the three of us
It was
were
a
just
very cathartic watch.
like full on sobbing. Absolutely full on sobbing. If you have not seen Cool Runnings and the Jamaican bobsled team, you dead man. It's just kiss the lucky egg. It's so good. It's so, so good. So we've had a bunch of really good ones. All right, so what have you got that
'Cause
you
we
just
have-
added?
About Fate was a 2 for me.
Oh, I wasn't doing the ones that I didn't like.
Fantastic Mr. Fox, we did not like.
Right. So what ones have you added?
We watched Chances Are. That was.
Oh, I thought I said that. That was really good.
Oh, Rear Window was good. I mean, that was a rewatch.
I didn't even put that in. Okay.
The Rewrite, that was okay.
What was that?
That was Hugh Grant and where he was the screenwriter. and he went to
okay.
New York to teach at a college.
Right. Okay. That was okay.
Oh, that one wasn't good at all. That one got a 1.
Oh, okay. So what ones did you add?
This morning I added Avalon, Under a Tuscan Sun, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Crazy Rich Asians. Hold on, I have to go to a new book. Kenneth Branagh's Much Ado About Nothing,
Okay.
The Big Sick, Enchanted, 4 Weddings, The Shop Around the Corner, because I thought that'd be interesting since we just did
Right.
You've Got Mail. Down with Love, Notting Hill, Roman Holiday,
Yeah.
Love and Basketball, 10 Things I Hate About You, Phantom Thread. Don't know what that is.
Do you have 27 dresses?
Yes, right there. Phantom Thread is the Daniel Day-Lewis where he's the dress
Oh, the designer. Okay.
Bridget Jones, Harry and Sally, Alex and the List.
What's that?
She gives her boyfriend a list. She said she wants to go the distance, but there are certain things that he can do to improve himself.
Oh, okay.
And it's good. That's funny.
Okay.
It's got the girl from House.
The Girl from House.
The blonde student from House.
Okay.
Bend It Like Beckham. Happiness for Beginners. Someone Great. That's one that's just for me and you.
Okay.
Daughter of the Bride. People Like Us. Shortcomings. Afterlife of the Party. Feel the Beat. Irish Wish, which I think is not out yet.
Okay.
And Amanda just said that we have to watch Coda. She was...
There is one that's got Colin Firth and Stanley Tucci. That was.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that one?
Somebody says it's complicated with Meryl Streep and Steve Martin. Okay. I'll add that.
I know we have the King's Speech on, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Jess wants to watch Hidden Figures. That's a very good movie.
That is a really good movie. I like that one very, very much.
Oh, Kim says 2 weeks notice. That's a good one, Dad. She wants to know about 27 Dresses.
Supernova.
Oh, okay.
They're traveling across England in their old RV to visit family and friends. Okay. That we have to put on.
Oh, Joyce says she cries on demand when she sees Marley and Me, her late dog with Marley. I read that book, and I know exactly where I was when I finished that book. I was standing in the kitchen of the house we were in Highlands, sobbing. I will not watch the movie.
Nope.
Will not watch the Bernadette wants to know, have we ever watched Big Night with Stanley Tucci? That is on the list. We did see it a long time ago because that was filmed in Keyport, where we used to live.
Yeah.
Oh, Hope Floats. We should add that.
I have not seen it because I slept through it. But
she made me the tympanum 1 year for my birthday from Big Night.
Yeah.
Because I just explained it. I described it to her, and she made it for me for my birthday 1 year. And then she also made me homemade Zeppelis that year.
That was a good year.
Yeah.
That was also in Highlands.
Knocked Up. Joyce says Knocked Up. I can add that to the list. So, back somebody says somebody feed Phil is out on Netflix and she loves it. There's a new season. I don't know
Okay.
what that is.
All right, let's see. Somebody feed Phil. Did you put on the one that I said? The Stanley Tucci?
Supernova, yes. I have
Okay.
Supernova. And Kim says Begin Again would be good. So we'll try that.
Phil Rosenthal is the creator of Everybody Loves Raymond. But since the show went off the air, he has gotten more on-camera exposure. He takes viewers on Goodwill Eating Tour of the world. He is joined by friends and family, and he visits cities that include Tel Aviv, Mexico City, New Orleans, and Bangkok to get a taste of the local cuisine and culture at each stop of the journey. Actually, that sounds really, really good for all three of us. Is Somebody Feed Phil coming back for season 7? There are 7 seasons of it.
Oh, cool.
All right.
I'm gonna add that.
Yeah, we need to put that on because I think that's a really, really good thing. I think all three of us would get into that. So that is cool.
Suggesting Bridgerton for our mother.
No, there are certain things that you do not watch with
your
your mother.
sister.
And
was Chef the one where he and with Jon Favreau? Yes, that was really good.
that is
We'll put that on again to watch again
because he does the food truck with that, right?
That's the one with the food truck.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
So,
Yeah. The Big Year. Surprisingly great movie about competitive bird watching. Okay. Also, The Reluctant Traveler with Eugene Levy.
Oh, you know what? I do want to.
Okay, put it on.
And I also want the new Dan Levy one. Okay.
And somebody says, love The Big Year. Emily in Paris is good. Even my husband liked it, and his favorite movie is Shooter. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you and say it's not one to watch with your mother. Because we have seen most of that. And
we're like halfway through the current season. So the Reluctant
although
Traveler.
the clothes are amusing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amusing.
Local Hero.
All right, let's see what Local Hero is.
I have this scratchy little list.
Peter Riegert.
Oh, Yolanda, Field of Dreams. We'll just add that for the spring.
Yeah.
If you build it. People will come, Ray.
Up-and-coming Houston oil executive gets more than he bargained for when a seemingly simple business trip to Scotland changes his outlook on life.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think I definitely put that on because I started the Camelot Caper. This is one of the ones that Helen gave me for Book Vent. And they were just talking about Local Hero, and I didn't realize it was a movie.
Okay.
All right, so...
Michelle says Naiad is the new one with Nanette Banning based on the true story of the
Oh.
woman who swims from Cuba to Florida. I do.
That
wanna
one's
see
got Jodie Foster in it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've added that. Amanda says
I thought she was talking about our yarn. I'm like, how's the yarn coming into this?
The rookie's already on the list, Amanda. Jess says one that she didn't think was as good as it was talked about is The Whale. She really likes Brendan Fraser, but the story of this one was very slow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one never really grabbed my attention other than the interest that he was so good in it.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Michelle. We did Miss Congeniality. That was fun.
Did we do the second one too? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, because it was...
No, did we? I don't think we did.
I don't know. Oh, Joyce, you said sex and they held your comment. I have... Amanda says The Sorcerer's Apprentice with Alfred Molina on Disney.
Okay.
Doesn't that also have Nicolas Cage?
One of her former beauty queen pals winds up missing.
Oh, so maybe we didn't.
I don't think we've seen it.
The other Amanda says, not our sister, she tried to watch The Whale and just couldn't do it. Joyce, her comment was held because she said too much sex in Bridgerton for Mom.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh,
Jess
The Sandlot is a good movie.
Says he was Brendan Fraser was very good, but the storyline felt underdeveloped. Tara says Arthur. Is that the old Arthur from Dudley Moore Arthur?
Yeah. Or are you talking about the Camelot keepers and doing Arthur? Oh, you know what we should do? We should put Sister Act on.
Oh yeah, Moonstruck is on the list.
Somebody said something that made me think of.
Someone says Spirited.
Oh,
it's good but heavy topics. That's Kim.
The Mummy.
Oh, Anna Paquin and the Geese. That's a good one too.
The Mummy. The
Brendan
first
Fraser
one.
Mummy?
The Brendan Fraser Mummy. The first one. I think the second one was pretty good too. After that, it kind of went downhill a little bit.
The third one we walked out of.
Wasn't that was it the third or the fourth? I don't know. There was the most recent one. Okay, it's the old Arthur.
The other Amanda, the non-sister Amanda, says Megamind, animated and absolutely her family's favorite. I remember watching that. That was funny.
We'll put it on.
Megamind. Running out of room. I see Maggie Smith.
There's one that's set in Ireland with Maggie Smith and
The Miracle
Kathy
Club
Bates.
with Maggie Smith and Kathy Bates. Huge story based in Ireland.
What's the one where they...
Fly Away Home is the Anna Paquin.
The one where they go topless to save their garden.
The Calendar Girls.
The Calendar Girls. That should get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
That would be fun. That was a good movie. I like that one.
There's also Full Monty.
Right, but the problem with the Full Monty was that was really hard to understand what they were saying. Although they may have cleared it all. They may have cleaned it up a little bit. It was just the dubbing, I think, that we had was very difficult to understand.
Yeah, because I was thinking about The Greatest Showman. But she won't be able to hear it because the sound quality on that is so terrible.
We can try it and see if they've gotten it better. Put that on because I love that movie.
The Martian's on the list.
Greatest Showman. So now, Amanda, what you do is you have Siri pick a random number between 1 and whatever number, because Helen's got it all numbered out, and then that's the movie you have to watch.
Right. Kim says she tried to watch Steel Magnolias, and her husband goes, "Why do you do that to yourself?" Because it's so funny, and it's such.
It's such a good movie. It's hard, but it's a good movie. Oh, Mystic Pizza. I did like Mystic Pizza a lot.
We could try Circle of Friends again. I read the book. I don't think I liked the movie very much.
Fried green tomatoes.
I'm pretty sure fried green
older and I
tomatoes.
have more insurance.
I'm pretty sure that's on the list.
Okay.
Belfast. Loved it. Oh, I did want to see that.
Okay. We did The Devil Wears Prada.
That's on the list.
That is really, 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 really good.
Speaking of Stanley Tucci.
Yes. There's fried green tomatoes.
Okay. Try swapping your audio settings. Might be set for surround sound, and that causes it not to be great. Oh, well, that's...
I will check into that.
Yeah, that is a good...
Because we don't
tip.
do surround sound, so that is really a good idea. When I am talking about the Full Monty, I'm talking about, I think we were watching it on VHS. That's how long ago it was that we saw it. And it was just, you could not understand the accents.
Billy Elliot, too.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. All right. It is now...
Now all I want to do is watch movies.
I know, it's after 1 o'clock. We have to get going.
Our March recap is not going to be books. It's going to be what
all
movies?
the movies. Hopefully you guys have been writing these down too. Oh, do you have P.S. I Love...
Yes, I Love You. What is that?
Isn't that the one
isn't that the where he dies?
And he leaves her the letters? I just finished reading a book where she died and left him the letters. Yeah. It's got Hillary...
Oh, just says Name of the Rose? I remember reading it.
Just remember we have a third person in this. And there are certain things that don't work.
It has to be light and fluffy. Not a ton of characters.
And not a lot of killing.
Oh, I love that
We
movie.
did that. We did that last year. I'm sorry.
Oh, I love Truly, Madly, Deeply.
That is such a good book. It was such a good movie. And there aren't a ton of people who know that, but...
We did I Love You to Death, Amanda, and it would still makes us laugh hysterically. How to Make an American Quilt.
Okay. I don't know that one. Watch Red and Red 2. Isn't that the one with Helen Mirren and Bruce Willis and they're all the older assassins?
Oh, I did want to see that.
Yeah.
Again, that's just us.
Okay.
I
know, Jess, because do we have Zorro?
Yes.
Okay, because Zorro is really good. Oh,
Kim, thank you.
Thank you very much, Kim. The Highlander. He's the only thing that makes Highlander a good movie.
The Wedding Date?
The Wedding Date is the one with Owen Wilson and...
Red and Red too. No, that's Wedding Crashers, isn't it?
Oh no. Is Wedding Date Dylan McDermott? Where Grace from Will and Grace?
Oh, maybe.
But what's the one with Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones?
I don't know.
Entrapment. I think that was pretty
Amanda's
good too.
Coming up with it just as you're saying.
The Art Thieves, yeah, Entrapment. I think that was pretty good.
Laura says, "Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret." We'll add that.
Amanda is talking about The Wedding Date.
Oh, it's Amanda with The Wedding Date. Okay.
Yeah. We could throw on, if we wanted to, some of the early Bonds. If you want to do Sean Connery. No. Okay. Has to hit all three.
Those are ones where, you know, like if it's on the TV, I suppose I'm not going to get up and walk away, but
Right. Okay.
I will get up for horror. Bond, I'll sit through.
Get up for horror. Change the channel for horror. But okay. All right. I
did like
haven't seen the last one.
Daniel Craig. Those were good Bonds.
Yeah, but we didn't see the last 2 or 3.
Yeah, Skyfall
We're
forward
really-
we haven't seen.
Yeah, we're really far behind.
Oh my God, the old Pink Panther movies. My dad,
Oh my god.
we called it his Pink Panther laugh because he would just laugh so hard
Oh my
with the
god.
Pink Panther.
Do you know? I don't think I've ever seen the Never-Ending Story,
No, we read the book, but
and I know the song, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
and I know Hugo looks like Falco a lot of the time.
Right. Okay, so maybe put on the Pink Panther. I'm thinking of going and finding Faulty Towers, which was the TV show with. Sorry,
Amanda's now doing quotes from the Pink Panther. Surprise, Steinway.
not anymore. Okay, anyway.
We did my big fat Greek wedding.
I'm gonna go find Faulty Towers to see if I want to
And the
know
Pink
if it is. Yeah, see, to see if it's as good, because that was another thing my dad we would watch
Oh my
that
God.
and honestly,
We,
Still Game on TV series Still Game. No, we have not. I don't know what it is.
We were trying to find something short the other night because we had like a little bit of time before bed. So we did the Carol Burnett show, like the very first episode of the Carol Burnett show. Oh my God, it was so awful.
It was.
Oh, it was the longest half hour of my life. Oh, now Amanda's doing Faulty.
Okay, so Still Game is set in Scotland, and it follows evergreen pensioners and their lifelong best friends as the pair get up to mischief, trying to familiarize themselves with contemporary gadgets and culture and cope with the trials and tribulations of modern life. All right,
That'd
well
be fun.
that would be fun. The Englishman that went up the mountain. Because I'm not doing the Englishman
Yeah.
again.
Or the English Patient.
That was it. Oh my god. That was such a hard movie to watch. Oh, I know you.
Oh, hello.
It looks like Hugh Grant is in The Englishman that went up the mountain.
Somebody suggested Brigadoon. Brigadoon was one of the first Broadway shows that they brought us into New York to see. It was, I think, my birthday present, right?
Yeah.
And Mary Beth and I went with our parents, and it was a big deal because we were the only two that got to go, and we got out and we were done. And my dad just turns to us and he's like, "Did you like it?" And we both just burst into tears because we loved it so much.
Yeah.
That show hit me, oh my God. When they did the sword dance.
Yeah. It was really good. All right. So The Englishman Who Went Up the Mountain, that I think would be a good one. Who went up a hill but came down a mountain. We'll figure it out, yeah.
Dancing in the Rain? Singing in the Rain, maybe, Amanda? Britcom, Moonboy, So Funny and So Good.
Okay.
Regina says, watch the How to Make an American Quilt. It's so many good actors.
Okay.
This is going back to something else. This may be the Scottish one that we may need to have the CC on at first. Closed captions, because the characters have such thick Scottish accents. You may have to, I swear they speak a different language. Harvey. I think Harvey's on the list. But
It should be. Okay.
Because Easter's coming, so.
Yeah. Okay. We have to stop this because.
Moon Boy is set in Ireland in the 80s and 90s.
Okay.
Because one of the funniest things I've seen on TV is the Dairy Girls.
Oh, that is hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. I saw that Joyce is watching reruns of the Monkees. I used to do, I would chambermaid at one of the hotels down at the beach. That was my summer job. And I could have the TVs going in the background, and Larry and John would come. They were 5 and 8 at the time, maybe, and they would come and sit in the rooms and watch the Monkees while I was cleaning around them. Love the Monkees. I have a lot of good feelings about the Monkees. So,
Amanda, we have not watched it with her.
Are You Being Served? That's the one with Judi Dench. That's the TV show with Judi Dench. It's from like the 70s, early 80s. But anyway. Okay, Jess is saying The Thief, His Wife, and the Canoe.
Oh, what's the movie with the seal? Where she's on the dock with him?
Oh, Andre.
Yes. Andre, Amanda. What are you doing? Sorry.
The Thief,
Oh, The Thief,
His Wife, and the Canoe.
Okay.
Jess says that's a good one on Prime.
I
Okay.
got you guys.
You have now added an another page to the list. We have to get going because, evidently the Vicar of Darbley is... Dibley. Vicar of Dibley. Is really good. Oh, now Amanda's bringing in Paulie. Okay, stop it, Amanda, right now. Just stop. Didn't we do On the Town? I think we just did On the Town.
Did we? Okay.
I think so. I think we just did it. Okay. Jess rewatches it about once a year. Okay, we're going to have to go find this then. Because if it's that good that you rewatch it every year, then that's really good. Okay, I'm turning this off now. You guys
Maybe it's just not even to say goodbye. I should just
have a wonderful rest of the weekend because you now have given us so much to watch. We do hope you guys have. Shut up, Amanda. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend.
Go forth and create.
And we will see you hopefully on Tuesday with our regularly scheduled program.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Yes, thank you for purchasing our Midwinter's Night. We are going to have a wonderful time over lunch picking out things to send down to the animal shelter. So thank you very, very much. And
just quickly, the February yarn clubs are now available on the website.
yes, so it is the squirrel was the denizen of the hollow, Princess Eilwenwy was the Disney character, and the Familiars was
Our favorite book.
our favorite book. And I will say that I put up a picture of it on Instagram, and the author came in and said that she loved it. So there, you're getting endorsed by the author of the book. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Bye.